Okay, guys, so we have a message here. We know Mars has gone retrograde from the 9th of September till November 13th. Part 1 is in the link in the description down below. Part 2 is about to begin right now. Thanks for joining us here to heal, harmonize, and raise the vibration. Much love, guys. Much love. Let's see what's happening. What's going down. This is what it's the time we're in. We're manifesting through the earth, but it's through the masculine. And what we're doing is we're grounding love through the earth. We're grounding the healing that we came here to ground. Because we're working with the energy of water, and water came here to heal with us. It is connected to healing, and the earth is connected to grounding. That's how they've become a part of this, such an incredible part of this transformation. As we know, the feminine and water and earth have been creating a new harmonic in order to help us heal, harmonize, and raise the vibration. This is also connected to La Luna, the earth, and Venus, who is helping with the transformation. That is our connection to the Empress. What's happening here is the King of Pentacles, the King of the Earth, is helping us to invest in the earth. It's time for us to invest back into the earth. It's time for us to stop living in a lack of. This is the consciousness work here we are doing. Our expansion, how we're expanding here, consciousness. What's connected to the grid? We're going to add the positive charge, which is gratitude. This is connected to the coming together of the feminine energy in order to rise and help heal, repair, mend, and nurture. This will help give us more energy. We're going to restore equality because we must build negative plus positive. That is balance. So here, with the Page of Pentacles, we're going to part the veil and see what we need to see. And it's connected to our sorrows. And much of it is connected to addiction and the devil energies. We must heal with the Empress, Venus. It's time. It's literally time. La Luna is here to show us. We're going to manifest. And we're going to manifest through healing, but this is connection to the Emperor, the masculine energy, fire. So the High Priestess is here, and she's here to offer us healing through the dark. The gift of our divine expansion to our divine blueprint, if we're willing to look behind the veil and expand with our knowledge and our divinity, our connection to the divine, our connection to the unknown, the feminine, and expand it with the masculine. This is all happening through the King of Pentacles. We've come full circle. This is how it's happening. Now here's the connected messages. We must remember that we are in a cycle 5 right now. We're transforming. But this cycle 5 is connected to a cycle 1, a new beginning. Thus, this new beginning is connected to the cycle 5. This cycle 5 thus connected to this cycle 1. It is going in that flow right now in order to help us transform the energies. But this is the thing, we're switching now gears from cycle 1. This is what's shifting to cycle 2. This is what's being offered right now. Status quo is connected to the Two of Pentacles and the balance of the dark and the light. And it's really a balance of within and without. That's the symbolism for it. It's understanding, it's the connection to what's within, our feelings, really how we feel at the end of the day. And understanding what feelings mean. And we can heal from negative emotions by adding a positive charge and not getting lost there, but understanding that we can use our emotions as fuel to expand with, as well as to pursue knowledge with, to understand our desires, to understand ourselves. And it's really a connection to our divinity. you know, our divine nature. What's going on within is the connection to our divine nature. And it's honoring that sometimes too, just like honoring the stillness, honoring the time with self, honoring the time with the divine, honoring the time just like to enjoy that beautiful sun. Like look at even within the imagery, like it feels so peaceful. There's a stillness there. There's a beautiful stillness. There's almost like a sadness. Like, you know, maybe nothing's changing without. Like this card also symbolizes the status quo. It's connected to things not changing without, not looking like they're changing without. Maybe they don't need to change, but maybe they're changing behind the scenes and you just can't see it. It's holding the balance from within. Holding that connection from within. That connection to self. That connection to, you know, the flow, and allowing ourselves to feel and expand us, but not allowing our feelings to control us, to our feelings to help us feel as though we're in charge and restore balance. This is a healthiness, and we're achieving this right now, and it's beautiful. In doing so, this is going to help us get in the right direction. This is working with the archangels, and they're here to help us transform and raise the vibes, as well as the 4 directions, the 4 seasons, the equinoxes, the solstices, the cosmic cross, this sacred cosmic cross of transformation. It's all allowing us to get in the right direction because we need to go home. This is going to help us to connect to family, friends, and guides, and literally we're going to go in some uncharted territory, which is connected to the feminine and the unknown. This is what they're sharing with me. This is happening within. It's connected to the sacred temple, and that's of us. And we must remember, we are shifting from the energy of fear. Okay? And that's why we need a new beginning. That's why it's connected to a cycle 1. And look, this is connected to this future message of the birthing of this energy with the balancing of the scales. This was a message from our ancients, and it's all going to come together. All of these messages that we've been receiving are going to be tied up into a pretty little bow, and we're going to understand a lot more. We're building off the knowledge we're seeking. Now, this connection to our family, friends, and guides is going to allow us to see something we need to see. Something within is going to be illuminated, and it's how we care for body. It's going to be connected to new patterning, because this new patterning is going to allow us to create peace. That's what we're doing here. We're healing from this active conflict, this active charge, and the active charge is within the mind. We must create peace. That's why everything is about the 2 of Swords at the end of the day. So we know it's about our intentions, honoring the path and honoring self, honoring, nurturing self. And we received this message, and it'll be linked down below. It's our previous message that it's all coming together, right? Everything is connected, and we're learning this. Now, the High Priestess knows we're going to honor the loving woman, the energy of the feminine, the energy of nurturing, and we're going to start to really understand the gift of this. This message is also in the same reading, our last reading. Now, this is honoring this energy is allowing us a deeper connection to our family. This is like a restoration and a connection to our inner child and self, and also the next 7 generations plus, and where we're going with the evolution of New Earth. Because we always remember, we're always creating with the next 7 generations in mind. That's how we expand with the bird's eye view, and we know we've truly expanded and connected to understanding what eagle spirit is. That bird's eye view. It's not just about us, it's about the future. That's also that connection to the Aquarius energy, understanding the future is always in mind. Now, friends and colleagues, but we don't stress there, right? We find balance within the present moment, because there's a message that's been shared, and we're going to go there next. So, friends and colleagues, this is working with our soul tribe members in order to, this is the energy of New Earth, okay? It is connected to the light. This is a community that supports and heals with the light, with spirit, and also understands we're all our own little unique universes that are connected, but we're all still one. We're all connected without, here, and within. There are connections. We just understand this is where we become more multidimensional, and we have expanded with the light. We've healed from fear. Okay? Now, when we add the positive charge, this is when we shift consciousness. It's connected to number 6. We know number 6 connected to frequency. Now, we must be deserving. We must understand we're deserving to go home. And this is about, we're doing all this work. We deserve to go home, right? We're not just sitting there in sloth mode. We're expanding. This is the message. What we're understanding within the energy here that's connected to this cycle 2 and the balance between the masculine and feminine is there is power in the present moment. We've lost connection to that. We must restore connection that there is power within the present moment. Okay? Now this cycle 2 is connected to the 2 of Pentacles and the balance between the dark and the light. Manifestation. We must restore balance. This is being able to walk the line, balanced, without toppling over. Okay? This 2 of Pentacles, and remember, destruction, creation, creation, destruction. And this is what we're in right now. That's what's happening here. In order to restore flow. The 2 of Pentacles is connected to the 2 of Cups and the healing that we're doing in order to restore equality and hierarchy and come together, united, healed, and transformed. And that's what the energy of fire offers, transformation. And right now, everything is happening through the Empress. And look, there's our connection to the 8-pointed star, home. The Phoenix, look. The Phoenix rising from the ashes. But look, this Phoenix is 2-headed. There's a message there. Hey guys, welcome. Now, there was a different reading here before. Everything was ready to go. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning hanging out with La Luna and Mars. There's La Luna, everyone. And it sure is bright out here. She sure is illuminating the sky, and she's not even full. And over here is Mars. What's happening, Mars? The sky, the heavens, the stars. It's been great to be able to spend so much time being able to see the starlight here where I live. And working on this project for 2 days because I've been receiving channeled messages and now it's gone. It's gone. It got deleted. And you know what? I was in a rush this morning and I wasn't honoring the feminine energy and it got deleted, and really this is the time we're in. We're honoring the feminine energy, and that's that. Or we're going to learn the lessons. We're being set forth with a challenge. We're going to learn the lessons we need to learn. The masculine energy cannot always be building positive plus positive. That's where we've actually distorted the balance. Like, see, that's why the energy of the opposites needs to come together to help us heal. Because we are learning through the energy of the opposites, creating through the energy of the opposites, and it's understanding. It's not like all this darkness came and it made the shadow energies. There's an unbalance set forth here by masculine building with masculine energy and not honoring the feminine energy and keeping things balanced. And you see it play out in a multitude of ways. We remember we're multidimensional. This makes sense. You can apply this all over the place. We're stringing everything together. Everything goes back to the all, goes back to the one. Starting to be like, you're going to cross the bridge to New Earth and you're going to have to get some check marks, some tick marks to some, check, a star. You're going to get a star beside where you actually need to be going, what you actually need to be doing, the lessons you need to be learning, like on your little spiritual report card, on your expansion pack, on your expansion blueprint. And it's like, it's like this maze. It's like this maze of consciousness. It's like this maze of expansion, this maze of patterning. It's all connected, right? It's all connected. And it's understanding that we're expanding through this. Let's break this down. So, for template purposes of what we're doing and how we're healing from this Five of Wands charge, this active Five of Wands charge, is we're going to heal with the masculine, the positive plus the positive charge, and not honoring the feminine and adding the positive charge to the negative and restoring balance. But we understand shadow energy. Okay, so it can work both ways. So we can do positive plus positive, or an overabundance of positive energy. It distorts things. It's unbalanced. So now we've created a space to be food for lower vibrations. The shadows are here. Now, we can also go the opposite way too. We can go negative and add more negative, so negative plus negative, and we can create an unbalance, and we can create a space here for shadow energies to feed off of us as well. Lower vibrational entities, parasites, and we don't want to be food for vampires. We want to keep ourselves higher vibe. So look, the fire is here to represent, we're going to use this to help us to transform and connect to the cup, the right cup. And remember, we need to take this cup with us because we're going forth. The masculine and our feminine are meeting up. We're creating love from fear. And we're going home to the Ten of Cups. Honoring the feminine energy. Now I've received a whole new message. I'm trying not to have like a super amount of caffeine because I realize that's gonna be like head into the devil energies. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I've really gotten a taste of the beauty of the feminine energy, and so this reading is happening twice, so I have already seen somewhat of the future and where we've gone. Now, they've asked me to share these messages. We know everything is connected to status quo right now, and we're expanding with the masculine energy, with the sun. We know how, we've just discussed this. Now, this is all, we're going to get a direct message for what's happening there because I'm being called to. We must remember right now, this is the main energy that we're healing from. The devil, our separateness, the masculine healing from the sacral chakra, the feminine healing from the throat chakra, the truth and the libido from lust, right? We need to create love, unconditional love. It's a deeper thing, right? And many of us have experienced lust and have had to heal from lust, and we're creating something new. Now, this is not to go start pulling apart people and pulling apart the way things have been. That's old earth. We honor everyone's path back to one, their own uniqueness. We are on the mission of self right now, okay? Right now, we're on the mission of self, connected to the divine, connected to the inner child, balanced with the masculine and feminine energies. Now, we're going to deal with this. That's why we needed the Swords energy. Okay, now, in the original reading, I fell over this, the Moonology cards flew, and I managed to catch part of it on tape, which spectacular, and we shared this message. There's a connection, the fall here, and it came out like this. Let me get it right. The fall came out first, and that was our connection to Mars and Mercury. Then the door came out, and this was our connection to Uranus working with Mercury. Now, this was here from Leo to Virgo, the season that we were just in. And we're learning a lesson here through a lower vibrational situation because we're getting set forth to a challenge. But this will actually allow us to restore balance through the energy of Libra, the season we're about to enter, and we're going to have a chance to restore balance here and raise our vibration, head home to new earth, because that's where we're going. We're starting to build it now. Now, this is connected to a challenge set forth here through the earth with the Queen of Pentacles, through the feminine energy. It's connected to the devil. That's why that serpent is here. We're going to be challenged. We're going to be challenged, but we're going to be challenged woke, the woke ninja. Are we going to go back to old patterning of old earth, victim mentality, or are we going to set forth to new patterning of new earth, okay? Where we know how to heal, where we know how to transmute, where we know how to restore balance, where we know how to honor the feminine energy. We know how to allow the feminine energy then work with the masculine and support it and honor the fact that it's energy and it's going to expand it. The feminine is the matter, the masculine is the energy. We need both. We need to honor both equally, okay? As one, united. Now, this is going to set us forth here and split off in a couple of ways, okay? Because at the end of the day, it is about the equality and healing with the sacral chakra. This is what the masculine is doing right now, okay? Now, we must understand that we're working with our dark thoughts. There is that maze of consciousness we just spoke about. It's right there. This is connected to that active charge of the mind we're healing from. So we're going to work with higher self, spirit, our connection with the divine. So we're going to heal with the light. We're going to use the light to heal with. And remembering too that sometimes we have to hit rock bottom. Sometimes we have to hit one of the most negative places, be in one of the most negative situations in order to see our strength. We can honor our strength there. We can face our fears in a whole new way. And we honor that. We don't fear that, and we don't feel shame for that. That's our path, and we honor that. That's our path home. This is connected to kindred partnerships. This is our twin flame connection. As well as understanding that this connection is our teacher. We're also connecting to teachers, people that are teaching us the patterning of new earth and allowing us to connect and expand like we do here. Remembering and honoring the fact we're all students first, teachers second. You know, that's being in the flow. We teach, we learn, we teach. Okay, we're always building off of what's happening. Now, literally, this is a message behind the mask, and there's many forms of what this message is saying. We're actually healing from what has happened here. We're healing from this. If you have to wear a mask for a long period of time because you're caught in a work situation, this is also just healing from what has happened with that situation. This is also understanding that there is, a 5D solution to a 3D problem. And there's not always a 3D solution to every single problem. We have to learn how to honor both. That is honoring the feminine, the 5D and beyond. We expand, right? So this is also what we're doing. We came here to be authentic, to play authentic tune. That is the Queen of Swords. She's playing authentic tune. Well, why? Because she's managed to heal with the energy of strength with Leo, and that is connected to this message here. We're going to feel a negative situation in order to add the positive charge, and it's through strength. It's through the energy of Leo, which is directly connected to the sun and the masculine expanding. Now, can we be the same person in the public domain that we are in the private, within private? Can we just be authentic self? Can we be real? And this is, we understand we all are unique and we all have a place here and we all have our place to shine, but then we're all connected. Okay, so this is going to help us to go, we're no longer going to play it safe. We're not playing it safe because we're healing from victim mentality. And this is where our intention shifts. Okay? And then we start honoring self and we just receive that message, right? So we find the courage to add the positive charge and see the optimism when we part the veil, guys. Now this is key. We have to see the optimism, the positive charge when we part the veil. The feminine is leading the way. reflections, true love. We need to reflect this back first and foremost. Otherwise too, what is being reflected back to you that does not resonate with you is teaching you just as much as you do resonate with. Just stop flipping that switch and shutting down. Don't get back into pain when that happens. Use that high priestess energy. As we know, she's helping us out right now. We've got her like 5 times in a row to show that she's helping us out, to pause and look at it for the information that it is, an experience in order to gain knowledge, wisdom in order to expand with. We're going to get to that. Now, we're going to honor the masculine energy and we're going to take a plan of action to get home. This is the time we're in, and we're going to connect to the vast universe, the feminine energy. We're going to work with spirit. It's time to work with spirit, guys. It's time to work with spirit. So, what are we doing? We are connecting to new supportive connections, and we will be moving back and forth between going from old earth to new earth in order to break it up. But remember, we're building new earth. We've activated new patterning. We're going to see hidden motivations behind the veil, but we understand we're deserving. It's time. We're doing this work to go home. Now, we are working through our sorrows. The Page of Pentacles is here. The feminine has parted the veil. We're working with the feminine energies in order to look behind the veil and see what we need to see. And it's connected to the King of Pentacles. Through the earth, through the masculine. This is the power shift. Now we're healing. The masculine's honoring the earth and going to work through the earth with the earth and heal. Nurture. Also honoring the feminine energy. There is an activation here within the Seven of Swords. We're going to receive that. It's connected to what is happening here with the devil. Okay, we're going to find out what that is within a moment. We're just going to move forth and receive the rest of this message. Now, this is going to be connecting us to our expansion through the earth, the Ten of Pentacles. And look, she's a tarot card reader. She's helping to expand. She's helping to make sense of the information within the unknown and expand it with the masculine energy, like what we do here. Now, this is going to allow the feminine energy to ascend. And she needs to, because she needs to take her cup to meet up with the masculine in the Two of Cups. How else is she going to get there? We need to get her there. So death is here. Transformation is here. Metamorphosis is at hand. Resurrection. This is restoring wholeness, because we need to restore wholeness. Now, the world is here because we're balancing the water energies with the fire energies. This is the opportunity that we've been given. But we're connecting to the serpent that eats its own tail. We must heal from this with life. That wreath is to symbolize healing. Healing with life. Healing with the feminine energy. Well, the matter. We have to expand it with the masculine. So, we're going to use our wisdom and put our knowledge to good use. And it's connected to the heavens. Remember, from the heavens to the earth through us. And this purple sachet here is to symbolize we're going to let something go. Now, this is going to allow us to restore balance, connect to our ancients, and move forth. We are nurturing because we've connected to the energy of Cancer. We're moving forth. There's the Carusis, the Kundalini. We have got the chakras lit. We're healing. We're moving forth. We've freed ourselves from the devil energies by this point. We're unchained, and we've created a path that wasn't there before. Literally, by what we're doing, this is sheer magic with spirit. This is creation. And I want you to see, he has his cup. Now, we have 2 cups moving forth, okay? We have 2 cups moving forth. Ascension, movement, transformation, Metatron's cube. We are creating with Metatron's cube here. We've applied the masculine and feminine energy to move us forward. We've repaired the connection. Now, this is the thing. This activation is connected to what is happening here. Okay? That we are about to receive. We must understand we're working with the nodes of the moon. From the south node, karmic endings, life debts, cleared, karmic scales balanced, to the north node. Okay? Life's purpose, 10 of cups. A brand new path opened up. Okay? Healing. And we're creating within these cups. That's what's happening here right now. And this is connected to the solar eclipse, our revolution energies, where the sun meets the moon in order to restore balance. And we have an opportunity to heal from the serpent that eats its own tail, restore balance, and transform. Have an ending to have a new beginning as we ground our heavens to the earth. But we have to have our ending in order to move forward. That's why it's connected to resurrection. And it's put best within the patch tarot. They've done a beautiful job. This is connecting us forth to our sacral chakra healing with the Two of Cups that the masculine is doing. And this is going to help with the power shift that's happening through the earth right now. Our connection to the Four of Pentacles. We redirect things to the heart chakra. And this allows us to restore balance with the feminine. And I want to put it the right way. Maybe this way. We're restoring balance with the feminine energies right here. It happens. And look, this is where the third eye activation happens. Right here. This is connected to our third eye. So this is connected to the activation. And we must remember it's healing from the Five of Wands, ascension. And I want you to see the feminine has the child now. We need the child. We need the child to ascend with. This is key. Now we're moving forth with the energy of the sun because the masculine is present. We've restored balance. So we are healing from the Five of Pentacles, our lack of, our connection to the devil energies. Remember that we're coming full circle here to the Two of Cups, healing from the sacral chakra, which is what the masculine set out to do. Okay? This is connected to our truths here that the feminine must free. This active charge of the Five of Wands battling and our lack of through the earth. This is the challenge being set forth right now. And we're doing it through the Princess of Wands energy, which is the Page of Pentacles, our new patterning through the earth. There's our connection right here. And it's connected to the 10th house. This is honoring the work we're doing for the collective with the grid here. Honoring the fact that everything is multidimensional and connected and can be put back into the all, into the one, into the 12th house, where the zodiac's gutter ball is kept. This is creation, the connection to the void, and how we birth the matter that we're expanding with here with the energy between the feminine and masculine. Now, it's time for something, and we know this is connected to the Empress and that double-headed phoenix. And we're working with the moon, our soul. We're freeing our soul, our true self, thanks to spirit. And we're using the energy of Virgo, our connection to Mercury. And there's some sort of connection to like Mercury retrograde, a reinvention, but through Mars, and it's happening through force. Okay? It's connected to our North Node. That is connected to Yod, destiny. This is the Ace of Swords reversed. This is something that's hidden we need to see, and this is going to set us forth to home. That is part of the activation. Now, we restore connection through the energy of Gemini and the Lovers through air. That's why we need the King and Queen of Swords right now to come together with our truths. Equal truths through the masculine and feminine, and La Luna's helping with this process, okay? Air element, and it's connected to the 7th house, our partnerships. This is what we're healing. We're restoring connection of equality. Remember the Two of Cups. Now, we heal from the South Node, our life stats, And we remember that right now we're working with Mercury, the mind. We have to heal with the mind. That's where the active charge is. The pain is the swords, right? The mind. So the Grand Cross, the Provoker, is here in the Cosmic Cross. The 4 directions, the elements have come together to help us to expand. The solstices, the equinoxes, this is the shape shifter energy. We're going to be provoked. The negative to add the positive charge. And it's happening through the Earth and solar eclipse revolution. Okay? This is the chance. But it's all about Jupiter. That's the connection to our divine inheritance. Now, this is all getting. This is the message, right? This is the message that was shared, that got deleted. And of course, as I was setting up what I was called to add, as always, this is how my gift works. Now we're getting a reshuffle. Okay? Right now. And then we're going to pray. Because I feel called to do so. And we're going to see what's happening here. And I'm putting these cards back as well. The Vice Versa Tarot. Beautiful tarot. Now there's also part of this reading that got deleted, that the King of Earth it was going through the events, so I'm being called to do that separately. So we're going to have a branch off reading of what's happening here. Now, I'm going to get my tea. Let these cards charge up for a second, recenter, and we're going to see where we're going. Okay, that was intense. Now, I want to get all of my activation cards that I'm called to have in front of my face right now. Okay, I'm being called to have 4 cards present for the activation. It's the Devil, the Chariot, the 7 of Swords, and the main energy that we're working through is the Queen of Pentacles. We will use the Transformation Oracle. Because we know death was here. Metamorphosis is here. There's a chance for these energies to come together and transform. Angels, spirits, guides, Mother Earth, Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, Grandfather Sun, elements Earth, air, water, fire, Star Nation and creation. Thank you for the information we are receiving within the unknown. Amen. Okay. What is transforming here? What is being activated? Oh my God, I turned off the phone because I was having no interruptions. It's just supposed to be my camera, and now the phone's ringing, and I felt my anger come so badly. Like, this is what I mean. Like, we're setting forth with the challenge of healing from aggression. That's what Mars, the gift of Mars, is. Like, even this music, like everything. I just want to fight everyone right now. I'm so angry. I'm so mad. And like renovation just shot out here, connected to prayer. And you know what? And strengthen. And I don't even want to take it because I'm so angry right now, because this is not the way that things are supposed to work. This is not the way it's supposed to go down. You know what? This reading was going down a second time. It's just all supposed to be perfect, right? But I guess that's really not honoring the feminine energy, understanding everything's naturally unfolding and going with the flow, going with the punches, and trying to continue to create that peace and not get that active charge of aggression and then feed off of our impulses, and then we're just feeding right back into the devil energies. So I'm just gonna recenter. Calmare, mija. Asitete. Guys, I gotta keep learning other languages. I'm telling you. I gotta practice more. Expand the mind. Okay? Keep that creative flow, that creative juices going. I remember that from a soap opera I watched way back in the day. Okay? Sitting there with some very good friends. Okay. Guys, I don't know where that came from, but you know what? Whew. All right. Let's try that again. What is being activated here? I was trying to also keep this reading not 9,000. Okay. All right. Let's see what's being activated here. Innocence. And it's connected to number 5. Okay guys, I had to recenter myself and find my life. And you know, I really didn't want this reading to be super long. But you know, this is how it always goes down. This is how we're expanding here, and I just have to honor it. It's time to honor it rather than fight it. That's my active charge too. Like, so many times I think things are gonna go down one way in my head and then they go down here another, and I'm like, it's part of the trick of the matrix to see things as perfection, and when they don't come out as the way you see them in your head. And you know, I have to stop and start. That's what really starts making me crazier. Like, I've deleted something, you know, channeling and editing and putting the energy that's put into these readings ends up taking a toll. And I also have to take care of myself too. I have to heal from seeking and expanding, just like everybody else. But then honoring too that this is part of the path. Like, sometimes we have to repeat something in order to see it from a different perception, but that perception is going to allow us to raise our vibration that much higher. And whatever's happening right now, I feel like the matrix tries shutting us out, and it's just like, you know what, set forth with the challenge to just hang tight, you know, don't get aggressive, do some impulse control, some healing, transmute, and just use that, whatever's getting thrown at us that's negative, to just use it as fuel to go that much higher. And we're just going to go that much higher right now. That's it. There we go. So one card flew out like this, which is reflection, and 2 cards flew out on top of the Chariot and the 7 of Swords. Temptation and innocence, okay? So we're being tempted, as we know, set forth to a challenge. From old patterning to new patterning, this patterning is going to deplete us. It's connected to old earth, victim mentality, dark thoughts, this charge. We need to set forth with new patterning, and this is connected to innocence. This is connected to the 6 of Cups, the purification of the soul. And this is what the masculine is working on right now, the restoration to innocence. This is working with the divine child. This is now Mars going retrograde in its home sign of Aries and doing work to restore innocence. But it's happening through the feminine, honoring the feminine energy within and nurturing that divine child. And what's reflected back is going to change. It's going to change drastically, and it is the connection to the feminine energy. But the fact that it's connected to the masculine here, represented by the fire power, the fire energy, the father energies. And this is going to activate the heart chakra. This is where the magic happens. The moment, the big moment here, it happens. We're using our wisdom to expand, and look, there it is, renovation. We're in the middle of a renovation, guys. Look, the fire's burning it down so we can build it all back up, and that's what's happened. We're going to surrender to this, and when we do, we find connection, and it's connected to liberation. We liberate ourselves. We liberate to expand. Now, this was the first card that was received when the camera went off, and I checked my Wi-Fi. I turned off my Wi-Fi. I turned everything off. So I still am trying to figure out how this call went through. I'm going to have to ask my brother. But I did have my Bluetooth on. Okay. Now, so, and I had to walk away from the table because reshuffled the cards, and Innocence came out. But Innocence was on the bottom of the deck. So Innocence made its appearance 3 times. But I was set forth with a challenge. I felt my anger come out because, you know what? I did not want an interruption in this reading. Because the reading was already deleted, I wanted the reading to go down perfectly. I don't want to have to redo things. I didn't want to have to come back to the table and start channeling again to get back into that mode. I wanted it to just run smoothly. But this is how we grow. This is how we expand and learn. And this is how the messages are received. We can't give up, okay? So now sometimes we have to understand we have to honor the feminine energy and take a rest, but we come back to the table, okay? Then we apply the masculine energy. Now, this is it, guys. Okay, look, I want you to see. We're having an ending. It's connected to number 1. We know it's connected to beginning. The beginning is connected to the ending, and the ending is connected to the beginning. And look at this. Burning down the house, the element of fire. And this is all about burning away the old to make way for the new, okay? We're burning down the house, guys. We're under renovation. Before planting a new crop, farmers burn down their fields to clear weeds and residue and prepare for new growth. Similarly, before we build something new, we must destroy what's deteriorated. Renovation depends on clearing out the wreckage. First, we take stock to see what, if anything, is worth saving. Then we demolish and throw out the junk. This process of dismantling and rearranging can exhaust us unless we bring a playful humor to it. And guys, you know what? Once again, no such thing as a coincidence. I was moving to do this and we received a message. We're about to shift energy, okay? And this is what fell over. Joyous fun. I love it. So this renovation is going to allow us joyous fun. Now, a forest after a fire looks desolate, though some trees depend on heat to open their cones. A hardship such as a failed business, an accident we didn't cause, or a painful divorce feels like we got burned. Yet, once we come out the other side, new seeds open for us that needed our dire circumstances. And there it is. It's feeling sometimes rock bottom in order to find our deepest strength and transform. The bankrupt entrepreneur changes tactics and succeeds. The injured pedestrian discovers the rejuvenating powers of yoga. The single parent finds a more appropriate mate. Our values transform. We are free and clear to rebuild our lives in new directions. We change and adapt, renovating our livelihood, our physical fitness, our ability to love. We renovate joy. We renovate our joy in life. Renovate. Let's say that 82 times fast. Okay, now, this is the thing. We're creating within the energy of the opposites. This is part of the twin flame path and uniting us to come together as one. we expand. Okay. See what's happening here. Slow down. Honor the feminine. Yep. Saturn returns. Age. This is we're using our wisdom. We're using our wisdom to expand. Saturn is the Lord of Karma. And there it is. The moon, our soul. And this came out in the first reading. This is exactly what's happening. Will we receive that message? Okay, and there it is. Mars force. The time we are in, Mars going retrograde so we can heal from the active charge here within the Five of Wands so the feminine can tell her truth and now she can heal from the throat chakra. That's what's happening here. It's connected to the Five of Wands. And remembering that that's connected to our lack of, and look, the divine child's not being heard there. Now, Neptune is here. We're going to make a sacrifice, okay? The energy of Pisces. This is connected to the 12th house. The all. Remember, the zodiac's got our ball. We need to use this space in order to create with and expand with, but we're going to have to make a sacrifice. This is connected to our fantasies and the removal of our mask. But we will. Leo is here. I will. This also came out in the first reading. And this is understanding that we're going to use this energy to our advantage, and this is where we remove our masks in the public domain and we are authentic self. That's connected to the message we received at the beginning. Right here. This is the opportunity. When we fall, we're set forth in order to raise our vibration. Okay? It's going to drive me crazy. Now, of course, air element, communicating. Gazal's finding that card. We're using the air element, communicating. We need air right now. We need air to move us to tell the truth. And of course, it's connected to Uranus. Genius, remember. Uranus and Mars are connected through Mercury, through the heavens. There's a connection right now. Then Uranus is connected to the energy of New Earth. So the 9th house is here. We're going to use our faith. And this directly speaks of re-rating philosophies, re-rating the judicial systems, the school systems, redoing things, rebuilding things with a new age community, people that come together that are wanting to expand with spirit, with their faith. People that believe in a new earth, in evolution, in healing, in connectedness, in unconditional love, of tolerance, of compassion, but also of self too. And look at that, we expand with the sun and spirit. Now we have restored balance, okay? We've got the sun and we've got the moon. This is why I was called to redo this reading, because this was the message that needed to be shared. We're going that much more in depth. And we're being blessed. And this is connected to the lunar eclipse. Change. The Grand Trine is here to show we're making connection. We're making connections from the heavens to the earth through us of unconditional love. We're grounding the energies of new earth here. We're grounding the energies of the heavens here. That's what we came here to do. We came here to bring the heavens to the earth through us. And we're going to heal. It's connected to Chiron. Our truce. That's healing from the Three of Swords. We've come full circle with Saturn. Remember, where we're using our wisdom in order to expand. So we must heal with Saturn. And Saturn and Jupiter have been out helping with this expansion. They're very important. Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars have all been visible within the heavens. Saturn and Jupiter hanging out, and Mars hanging out. And Mars has been doing a lot of hanging out with La Luna. It's beautiful. Now, we're becoming friends. We're using the energy of Virgo to bring within and analyze. We need to analyze. We're in a time of analyzing this information in order to build the new. That is applying the masculine energy to the feminine energy of the unknown. And we heal our partnerships. And Libra, look, I balance. We're balancing our partnerships, and we're entering this season. And I'm getting my ear hit. There's a connection right here. The void, of course, moon missing. The moon's in transit. Something that's hidden is coming to light here, and it's connected to our benefits. Jupiter returning our divine inheritance, and the solar eclipse, look, revolution, where we have the opportunity to heal from the serpent that eats its own tail by restoring balance between the mother and father energies, mom and dad making up through the healing of the divine child, the inner child, and the connection to spirit by honoring the fact that we understand we're opening a portal of light to be able to go within, to reach our soul as we expand with spirit from within to without, the energy of the lighthouse. And it has to do with a connection to Mercury, the mind, the reinvention of self. That's what's happening right now. There's a connection here, and it's connected to the south node. As we move from the south node to the north node, we know La Luna's helping us. And it's connected to the 12th house, the 10th house. But the 10th house is connected to the 12th house right now. We're expanding. We're transforming here. Let's see what we're doing here. This is death, coming to shore, metamorphosis. What are we doing here? Ooh. Okay. The Eight of Wands. Well, we're freeing up some energy. Wow. This is a lot of cards. But this is what's happening right here. So we know the Four of Pentacles is here. This is the power shift. Now we honor the feminine. Now we've restored power through the heart, right? We're balanced. We're doing this within, with the Hermit. This is where we make the connections now. We know the Empress is here. We're honoring the feminine energy. We're restoring balance. We're expanding with life. What's natural, not what's artificial. We're working with the Queen of Cups, and remember, she's working with the Hermit within to expand from within to without. She's connecting to the energy of the 12th house, the all. She's helping us to transmute the Five of Cups sorrow into something higher vibrational, into the 10 of Cups. We must remember it's going to take time. She is the great nurturer, remember, the Queen of Cups. We remember what her activation is. She is opening up the window to our soul right now so we can get the light, so we can grow that flower and expand. Remember? The lotus. It's very sacred. Now, we remember it's going to take time. Four of Swords. This is taking time. Look, she's weaving a web. And we know this is a web of creation. She's connected to the all. She's healing from the Three of Swords. She's found the Sword of Clarity. There's the Four Swords. And we know 3 plus 4 swords is 7. And we're healing from the 7 of Swords right now. We connect to the energy of the sun, and we expand because we're going to new earth. The Four of Wands is here. We've created with stability of the light. So the feminine is leaving the void. That's what's happened here. She's left the void. She's expanded because she's honored the masculine energy, because the feminine is honoring the masculine energy within and working with it and expanding with it. She's not going to go, I'm going to go negative plus negative now. Oh, well, you've gone positive plus positive, so I'm going to go negative plus negative. It's like, no, we have to make the click. We have to work together. We have to expand. Okay, so we do so. Okay. Where are we going? La Luna's going to speak. Oh, look at that. We're being gifted an idea thanks to the air energy. This is what is happening. And it's connected to our ambition through the earth. And nurturing self through Cancer. And our connection to the moon and Venus. We're going to do it. We're going to nurture ourselves. We're going to honor the feminine energy of nurturing, of love, of rest, of regeneration, of slowing down and making time for intimacy, creative thought, creative flow, creative energy, honoring our emotions. But we're going to do it through the masculine, with the masculine. And we're going to make a sacrifice. It has to do with a revision. But we're going to come up with an idea because we're revisiting something from our past, but we're adding the positive charge now of where we're at now and expanding with it. Where are we going? Clickety clack clack. Where are we going? What the frick was that? Really? Okay. We're moving forth through the earth because the Knight of Pentacles is here. Okay. So this is what we're doing. We're choosing to heal. That's it. So we're walking away. We're choosing to heal. Okay? This is the masculine. And it's from the Five of Cups, which is what we're working with. Our sorrows, which are connected to the three. We're working with the cups. So we have to connect to the two cups. So we're gonna walk over the bridge to New Earth. Here he's doing it right now. He's walking over the bridge to New Earth. He's gonna do it because it's time for the masculine. The feminine's already gone. The masculine's got to come there and meet her so we can expand. This is what's happening. So, yes, we know we were set forth with a challenge through the earth. Well, look, this is achieving it. This is expanding through the earth. And look, we have achieved Hawk energy through Hawk spirit. This is being swift. But this is also connected to the fertility of life. The rabbit is here. So we are expanding with the energy of the feminine. What is natural? And look at this. Well, hello. There is the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Earth. And look, we expand. We restore connection. And this is our legacy, is creating New Earth. And being proud of doing so with a humble charge. Now, we're setting forth through the earth with love. This is the harmonic that's being played now through the masculine energy of earth and water. Still the mother energies. So we're honoring the feminine. The mother and daughter energy. The mother energy of water being honored. The daughter energy of the earth being honored. Restoring and repairing connection, setting forth. And we're healing from our lack of. We pulled out our charge. Look, we know it's time to go within and connect to the light. This, it's of old earth. It's about to erupt. So look, we restore connection. We make our offerings to spirit. We say, look, spirit, I'm here. I'm here to pray. I'm here to meditate. I'm here to expand. I'm here to create connection from the heavens to the earth through me, body, mind, soul, masculine, feminine, child. I'm here to become more multidimensional. I'm here to make sense of what's behind the veil and add the positive charge to all this negative stuff that I see. Because the energies have been manipulated, warped, and twisted. Because we're putting an end to hierarchy to create equality. One love, unity. Now, we must invest back in the earth. And we're going to have to deal with our failures at this point. But we have to keep New Earth in mind. Okay? We have to create with some creative flow now. Honor that feminine energy with New Earth in mind. We're going to heal. Remember, from the Seven of Swords, something's got to give. We got to let go. We gotta let go. This circus is connected to the matrix. We don't want to play. We don't, you know, when we go inside that circus, we're just being distracted. We want to know what's happening behind the tent walls. How's that circus being ran? What's going down? Where's the source? And we got to know our source. Okay, so we're going to heal, remember, through the earth, the connection. The 9 of Pentacles is here. We connect to Spirit. La Luna's here. Another feminine energy to help us. And the fertility, because we're going to connect the masculine and feminine. The masculine's in the Tower while the feminine's here expanding with Spirit. Okay, and then look, guys, we do so. We're going forth. Purpose, North Node, expanded, because we had our ending, to begin again and expand. Home. And we did it with the Queen of Cups because she helped us deal from what was keeping us separate. And to do that, we had to transmute some failures. We had to connect to Spirit. We had to connect to our gifts. We had to nurture thyself. We had to connect to the Great Mother energy, the healing energy of water. Water heals. Air moves us. Fire transforms us. And the earth grounds us. That's how we were using the elements. So we're grounding love through the masculine. Now, something is going to be activated within the energy of the Hermit, within the cosmic egg of transformation. That's where we're going next. There is something activated here, and it's connected to the devil energies and the separation. But we're birthing a new connection. We're birthing a new. Something is happening here, and we're going to receive clarity. This is where we're going next, guys. This is where we're going next. We're going to see what's happening here with this cosmic egg of transformation and how we're balancing our karmic scales. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to create with today. I look forward to seeing you again soon, okay? Take care.